Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm the Diginerdster, and today we watch Death Battle: Mewtwo versus Shadow. My thoughts? I don't know who's gonna win this one. I mean, Mewtwo is quite powerful. Shadow, in his own respects, is quite powerful. This is actually this is possibly a way better matchup than Vegeta versus Shadow because, one thing, their power levels are pretty close, I think. And they actually have things in common, whereas the only thing Shadow and Vegeta really have in common is they're both rivals to the protagonist, and they can turn their hair blonde. Yeah, whereas Mewtwo and Shadow, both laboratory experiments, both lost something near and close to them, or lost someone near and close to them, both lost their memory, and both are, have been used / persecuted for their power. Who do I think would win? I'm a bit of a Sonic fan, so I'm kind of going for Shadow, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mewtwo came in, pulled something at the last minute. Well, for one thing, Mewtwo's abilities are psychic abilities. Like, he's like, they might throw Shadow for a loop, but Shadow's faster, and he's dealt with similar abilities in a parallel timeline against Silver. I don't know what the canon is for the Sonic universe nowadays, but unless Mewtwo can pull some Professor X level stuff, I'm gonna go with Shadow. If anyone disagrees with me, tell me in the comment section, and why. So, let's go.
With Death Battle, our combatants are always extraordinary in one way or another, whether they're a superhero or a plumber.
But these two are literally built to show up the rest of their kind. Mewtwo, the genetically engineered Pokemon.
And Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Dr. Fuji was working to create a brand new life form
like the mountain,
to change the world.
That's great and all, but he had something else in mind.
Fuji hoped his experiments would help him discover a way to resurrect the person he cherished most.
I feel like
his deceased daughter.
Why did they take this out of the movie?
With unlimited resources funded by mob money, he figured out how to clone his daughter's ball of consciousness. Because science.
But before he could finish, he had to create the most powerful Pokemon, a clone of the legendary Mew.
And he named him Mewtwo.
Yeah,
such originality.
Very creative when it comes to naming, but when you can create a new life form with nothing but a fossilized eyelash, you know you're a master of genetic engineering. A field I'd love to get more experience in myself.
Told you 1,000 times, Wiz. You're not gonna alter my DNA.
What are you talking about? I would never do that.
Always watching, Wiz. Always.
Growing up in a test tube, Mewtwo's only companions were Fuji's other test subjects, including Amber herself, through some sort of psychic link.
Amber taught Mewtwo about the sun, the moon, tears, and, life stuff. Oh, and also death when she died for good right in front of him.
Worrying this may be too mentally traumatic for the still infant Mewtwo, Dr. Fuji's team erased all memory of her.
Because that always leads to good things. Just look at Wolverine.
A feeling of loss and confusion, and no memories to explain why.
With nothing else to do, Mewtwo decided to take out all his aggression on all of humanity. Then he turned some stupid kid into stone, a bunch of Pokemon cried, and Mewtwo figured out humans aren't so bad after all.
Mewtwo is one of the most powerful Psychic-type Pokemon.
6'7".
defeating its foes with the power of its mind.
Alright, wait a minute. You keep calling him it. Is Mewtwo a guy or a girl?
Well, neither. Technically, it's genderless.
Oh. How does it bang?
It doesn't.
Bummer. Well, one thing's for sure, it's got balls of ghost energy that blow holes in stadiums, and it
Shadow
has
Ball.
a lot of undodgeable stars, multiple types of defensive shields, and a healing ability for when those shields don't quite
Yeah,
cut it.
because
Alongside its other abilities,
most of his abilities are
Mewtwo's move is
like
Psychic,
telekinesis
a powerful
and
form of telekinesis. With it, Mewtwo
and
can
physical
effortlessly
attacks.
send
He
enemies
doesn't
as
really
heavy
play
as a
with people's
500-pound
minds.
Onyx flying through the air.
He can even make himself
So
fly
unless he
like
can get
a
inside
Zubat
Shadow's
out of
mind,
hell.
I don't
Also,
know.
it can augment its melee combat with psychic energy or occasionally a massive spoon.
Would you
What?
say he sometimes spoons his enemies?
No, nothing about Mewtwo is cuddly, especially when it uses
Really?
Hyper Beam or Psy Strike. Attacks so
Looks
strong
kinda cuddly
that
to
you
me.
can incapacitate the toughest of Pokemon in a single hit.
And when trouble comes a-knockin', Mewtwo answers the door with a badass Mega Evolution.
Oh,
Mewtwo
they're
is
bringing
one
in
of the
Mega
few
Evolution.
Pokemon capable of Mega Evolving without the assistance of a trainer. As Mega Mewtwo Y,
Is its
it gains
faith in
enormous
itself so
boosts in
strong?
Strength, defense, and speed.
Making Mewtwo powerful enough to fly into space while carrying a robot bug monster.
Fast enough
I
to
remember
reach
that
escape
movie, yeah.
velocity
I just
over
didn't think they were gonna bring in the
25,000
Mega
miles
form.
per hour, over 32 times the speed of sound.
So,
'Cause that was a
really,
different
really
Mewtwo.
fast.
Mewtwo is so skilled in its psychic prowess, it can wipe specific memories from dozens of people at once.
On top of all that, it can survive a massive
Okay.
amount of abuse. Like the time it got double impaled by an alien Pokemon's tentacles. Didn't they censor that?
It effortlessly defeated most of the Pokemon Champions team, including a legendary Articuno. It also teleported an entire crater lake from the top of Mount Cana. This lake is comparable to a similar body of water in the real world, Lake Kilauea, which holds over 385 million tons of water.
Wow, that's almost enough power to lift my ex-wife on buffet day.
Being a psychic Pokemon, Mewtwo is naturally weak to bug, ghost, and dark-type damage. Strange
Alright.
Dr. Fuji didn't pull that code out of his DNA, but whatever.
Hey, you gotta have some sort of failsafe when you're making the world's most powerful Pokemon.
Ah, yes. The
Why
ultimate
didn't they have a
is the most
failsafe?
Powerful psychic Pokemon. Bugs.
Oh God, it's a Caterpie! Get it away, it's spooky!
But it's so cute.
I was not born a Pokemon, I was created. And my creators have used and betrayed me. So, I stand alone.
Rewatched that movie recently. Not as good as I remember, but still watchable.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Professor Gerald Robotnik, the grandfather of Sonic's forever balding nemesis, worked to create a new life form which would change the world.
It was called Project Shadow, a covert government operation to discover the secret to immortality. Besides, you know, like diet and exercise, cause fuck that.
In Professor Gerald's case, specifically,
Well, no matter how
his
healthy you are,
granddaughter,
you'd never be
Maria,
immortal.
who was dying as a result of neuroimmune deficiency syndrome.
Now that I think about it, Project Shadow is a pretty scary name for a program that's all about curing diseases and saving humanity.
Maybe it has something to do with the program's secret pact with a hive mind alien race called the Black Arms. Perhaps.
Okay. So what do you get when you take
I really like that
immortality,
game.
the cure of all diseases, aliens, and put them all together to make the ultimate life form? You get a hedgehog.
Shadow the
Well,
Hedgehog was
it's not
the
really
first
a
step
normal
toward
hedgehog.
positive future. And during his time in Gerald's space laboratory,
Why are
Shadow
they
and
playing
Maria
Eggman's
grew
theme?
very close.
Until they were separated.
He's only
by a
3'3"?
bullet. Turns out the governments of the world weren't too fond of all the evil alien business, so they stormed the place, captured Shadow, and killed Maria right in front of him. 50 years later,
Yeah.
Shadow escaped and decided to take his revenge by just killing everyone. Until he remembered Maria's last words were pretty much, "Don't be a dick," so he changed his mind.
Now on the side of good, Shadow dedicated himself to protecting the world from the forces of evil.
Turns
Which
out
is why he
the bad
hasn't
guys
appeared in
isn't
any
too hard
Sonic
when you got
games
super
recently.
strength, super speed, helped along by some awesome rocket shoes, and a bucket of deadly chaos powers.
By channeling the potentially unlimited power of the Chaos Emeralds, Shadow can enhance physical attacks, heal over time, and strike with powerful energy blasts. And with the power of Chaos Control, he can warp through space and distort time, slowing it down to a crawl, or with enough power...
The question is if Mewtwo can actually counter
He's got
this.
so much power, he can only contain it all with 2 inhibitor rings around his wrists. Unless he gets all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which he can use to transform into a Super Saiyan Shadow. Super Shadow, yeah. As Super Shadow, he is completely invulnerable.
Come on, like, Super Saiyans were the first golden warriors.
Access to the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Enough
As far as I
power
know,
to
that's
stop
part of
the
an ancient
space colony
Japanese
Arc's
legend.
collision with Earth, and
The whole
to teleport
Golden
a
Warrior
giant
thing.
comet the size of a city.
Whatever,
Assuming this
still
rock
cool.
is half hollow and using the density of concrete as minimum base, this black comet must weigh at least 915 million tons.
Even without his super form, Shadow is powerful enough to wipe out an entire alien fleet in one blast, fast enough to reach hypersonic speeds, and strong enough to play tug-of-war with a giant space monster who is so big he uses a planet a tenth the size of our moon as a chair. Naturally, when you've got this much power, you're probably a cocky dick.
Yes, Shadow is excessively overconfident in his abilities. Also, he has a terrible memory.
This guy has spent most of his life wondering who the hell he is. And even when he does remember, he usually winds up losing his memories later anyway. To be fair, if I fell from outer space and all I lost were my memories, I'd consider it a really good day. I mean, I lose them from just falling over at the bar.
That's probably not because of the fall. Also, can't forget that the Super Shadow form only lasts so long.
Then again, when you move at light speed and have control over space and time, who cares about time limits?
Not usually a problem for the ultimate life form.
Many years ago, Professor Gerald Robotnik endowed me with the power of chaos control. A normal creature like yourself doesn't stand a chance against me.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
No ads? Oh, okay. What do I think? I think Shadow has a pretty good chance of winning. Then again, Mewtwo still has a chance, but at the same time, I feel like Mewtwo would have a bigger chance if his psychic abilities were more on the line of, like, Jean Grey or Professor X, you know, playing with mind games, because, you know, Shadow does have a bit of a delicate mind, but, but if that's not the case, I think Shadow's super form could beat Mewtwo's mega form. Potentially. But as always, I'm willing to accept whatever explanation Death Battle has at the end, as long as it's not bullshit. So let's go. Sprites. Why is he just wandering into a cave? That wasn't a sprite. Why is there... What? This is bad.
Get away!
Oh, dare you hurt my friends.
You are not welcome here. Leave this place.
What's your problem, freak?
I know not its name, but it is black, red, and very annoying. Fine!
Alright. Okay.
This'll stop you!
Another gem? What's he doing?
Chaos!
I must know. No!
Control!
Ooh. Right off the bat? Okay, I don't think Shadow got this anymore.
Good try, monster, but you're done!
Watch.
He's gonna transform. We know how death battles go.
Chaos!
Not this time.
Control!
Really?
Maria. Wait, where am I? Oh my god, I'm glowing! Why am I glowing?
Sayonara.
Wait, who is... Is that Taka? Or is that... Okay. Explanation.
You know, Wiz, when we started Death Battle, I don't think we ever expected to see someone die by spoon.
Yeah, Shadow may have had the advantage in pure speed and power, but this time, Rain defeated Brawn.
Mewtwo got the rundown on all Shadow's abilities simply by reading his mind, giving it the knowledge it needed
Okay.
to counter or avoid crazy powers like Chaos Control.
Ultimately, there was nothing really stopping Mewtwo from just taking over Shadow's mind, and its impressive durability...
Then why didn't he do the
power
same
bonded
to the
enough
other
to-
humans?
Pretty hard to win a fight when your opponent can make you forget what you're doing and who you are in an instant.
Shadow has been mind controlled before, and has always relied on outside help to recover. Even while Super Shadow was physically invulnerable, this form didn't protect his mind. Like that time he fell from space, and then the worst game ever happened.
Yeah, Shadow
It
was
wasn't
gonna
that
lose
bad.
sooner or later.
The winner is Mewtwo.
Well, whatever. Who's next?
Next time on Death Battle.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi?
Yeah? You ever wonder who'd win in a fight between Carolina and the Meta?
What? Who?
No, only hopeless nerds on the internet care about that kind of crap.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm asking you?
No, but seriously, who?
Just
Who?
picture it. It'd be totally badass.
Hey guys, I'm
That's just
Chad, I
who?
play Boomstick. I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and next time on Death Battle, we've got something very special planned, so stay tuned, we'll be announcing it shortly.
Oh, I'm so excited. In the meantime, you guys can watch a show that Brian and I work on called Who Is? It's tons of information about characters that have had a bunch of history, but really quick and fun.
And of course, Rooster Teeth and Screw Attack First members can always watch Death Battle in DBX along with a plethora of other stuff early, so be sure to click the link below and sign up if you haven't already.
Plus, you get awesome stuff like 5% merch discounts. It's great. You can actually get a 30-day free trial by clicking the link, so do it. See you guys soon.
Well, what do I have to say? I understand why Mewtwo won, but did they have to make it so comedic? The way he died? I'm just a Sonic nerd. Yeah, I get it. Mewtwo does erase people's minds. I didn't think about that. I was just thinking mind play, but whatever. But I get it. Mewtwo could erase his mind and possibly could control him, I guess. And I guess that whatever. My argument was going to be, well, even if he lost his mind, wouldn't he still be a combatant? You know, he would still be pretty aggressive, but he could still control his mind, blah, blah, blah. But did he have to get impaled by a giant spoon? A spoon! Spoon. Even though I'm pretty sure the whole Mega Evolution thing was a different Mewtwo. A girl, in fact. Unless, you know, they just did that because they couldn't get Dan Green back. Yeah. I'm going to leave this here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and write whatever you gotta write in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!